The Human Target, issue number 1, the latest to come to us from the brilliant mind of Tom King. I will stand by that. I do like the guy's work. And Greg Smallwood, who is probably a top 5 artist for me working right now. Like, it's great. And I don't want to, spend this entire issue just talking about how good Smallwood's artwork is. So I'm just going to say it right now. It is the most gorgeous, prestigious colors and line work, and it's so beautiful to look at, and you're just gonna fall in love with this whole book because of it. My goodness, is this fantastic. And I love the way it's played out. It's going for that classic, Remington Steele, Perry Mason type of vibe, where it's just old school detective, suave, sexy, and handsome, figuring out a crime that's somehow related to him. It's great. So we open up. We see that Chance has been coughing a storm, and it looks like he's about to die. He's putting down some papers. He's doing up his tie. Half this book is done in this narration where he's doing the inner monologue, like of an old school detective film. And my goodness, does it work well. I'm not going to read every line he says, but it's just perfectly using the I's and U's and me's. It works really good. It's great writing, honestly. So he's just in some stupid hotel. He's lying down on the bed, just coughing. He scribbles something on some paper. He just puts it back in the drawer. He lies down, and it's like, this is it. This is how I die. And he dies. And you just see on the paper, it says, I love you too. And then we see this is day 12. And then we cut back seeing the other couple days where it's day 11, day 10, day 9. Basically, this is a 12-issue miniseries. And I'm going to assume we're 12 days, every day is going to be a different issue. So we see teases, looks like, there's Ted Cord, it looks like there's Rocket Red, which we'll get to that all at the end here, and he dies. So we cut back to day 1, where we realize that Mr. Chance here has been asked to pose as Lex Luthor for some weird, press event. So he's at Lex, he's drinking some coffee. It's like, who has a press conference at 6 a.m.? This is so early. So he gets up, he's walking on this big stage, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg style. He's just walking down. The room's cheering for him. He's super excited. He's like, look, because of this LexCorp technology, the entire multiverse is streaming this event. We're talking about the biggest thing in recorded history. He's just really excited to get into it. And then suddenly, there's a bang. And suddenly Lex Luthor is dead. And we see this guy with a gun and a bomb strapped to his chest just come in and say, for years, Superman has tried to tell us that this guy can be changed, but he can't. He's a monster, a manipulative monster. He's evil. He's dangerous. We should kill Lex Luthor. So I did the thing none of you could. And then we just see in the background, Christopher is just kind of complaining. He's just like, when I was younger, I would have shaved my head, but now I'm just wearing this stupid, itchy bald cap. This guy is annoying. So he just stands up and just slaps him across the face, thus taking down the man that tried to kill Lex Luthor. Cut to later that day, and we see Lex and Christopher having a beautiful conversation. It's gorgeous. It looks so well. The colors are fantastic. The line work is great. It's such a good looking book. I just adore it so much. So Christopher and Lex are just having a conversation. He's like, well, who'd want to kill me? Well, the world wants to kill you, Lex. What's going on there? But as they're kind of having the conversation, Christopher just starts to keep coughing and coughing, and eventually he just passes out. Oh, what's going on there? So he starts driving home. He's getting all sweaty. He's not feeling too good. He's headed back again. He's starting to sweat profusely. He can't control his vehicle, crashes into a tree. Looks like LexCorp tried to figure out how to find him and kind of bring him back to a certain state of being. He calls the Justice League. They come pick him up. And who's the doctor that comes to give Christopher Chance his medicine? It's Dr. Midnight. And basically Dr. Midnight drops the truth bomb on him. Okay, dude, you were poisoned and you can't figure out who it was that poisoned you. So basically you got 12 days to live or you're going to die. It's so silly and just dumb, but it's just perfectly encapsulating the style and tone it's going for. There's that slick, sexy, crazy spy story, the detective story. 12 Days of Death, The Human Target. I just think it's great. It's brilliant. So, you just see Dr. Midnight's we can get Batman to run traces and all this stuff and figure everything out. It's don't worry, don't get Batman involved in this. This is my death, it's my mystery. Basically, Tom King saying, we're not going to have Batman as a main character in here. I have no doubt in my mind Batman will appear because of events that happen later in the book. But it's just okay. And Midnight's just well, dude, your whole vibe with the detective stuff, you mystery folk, you're just crazy. So good luck. I see you don't have any next to kin you really want to like deal with this shit, so just if you need anything, let me know. Like if you want to come to church with me, you can, and we can figure out what's next for you. So Christopher goes to talk to Lex again, and he's like, Lex, obviously somebody poisoned the coffee I took from you, and I know it's not you. I'm going to assume it's not you. So I have to ask the question, who would want to kill you? He's like, well, everyone wants to kill me, Christopher. He's like, yeah, well, that narrows it down. Why don't you write all the numbers and addresses on a card and I'll get started. It's like, well, Chris, look, if it was somebody who was really trying to kill me, you know I'd put all my effort into this. But this seems more like a you problem. So what is it exactly you've come here for? He's like, dude, it doesn't matter why I'm here. I'm just here to tell you that somebody tried to kill you, and now it's killing me. I'm literally going to die for you, Lex, but also, where's my car? I like this. Now, I'm not the biggest Christopher Chance fan. I'll be the first to admit it. He is a character who I vaguely know him. I love the way he is drawn in this book, just like the older detective type. The classic Chinatown thing where he's got the scar on his head, he's broken already, the fading white hair. It's perfect. Just clearly the perfect inspiration of just like the classic bona fide gumshoe type. It's just, it works so well, and it fits so well to the art style. I just adore it. So we just see he's going to the Safari Motel. He's just getting ready to pack things up. He's in room number 7. I feel like that 7's a key for something. Maybe this is a tease like issue 7. Something big is going to happen with Christopher Chance. I hope so, because I really, really dig the vibe of this book. So he's just lying on the bed, the phone rings, he picks it up, it's Dr. Midnight, and basically because Dr. Midnight felt bad, he couldn't do anything to really help Christopher. He's like, well, I looked again at all the stuff and like the poison that it had the effect on you, and basically I kind of like started to do some of my own research, and I found like this weird radiation, that's like attached to the poison. And it's like a group of like people that they're the ones that like brought it back. It's from like this, like the ring brack dimension, and they all have them on it. It's not like, harmful per se, but it's not harmless all the other way. It's like, okay, well, who's them? He's like, oh, it's the Justice League International. The poison traces back to them. Maybe Luthor had a run-in with them, and maybe that's why they poisoned the coffee that Luthor was supposed to drink. Basically, what this book is saying, that one of the members of the greatest Justice League book ever, Justice League International, poisoned Lex Luthor's copy, and it would kill him in 12 days, and that now has gone and affected Christopher Chance. And we get a splash page showing us our Whodunnit, who is on the Who of the roster that could potentially have killed Christopher Chance. We got Mr. Miracle, Fire and Ice, Rocket Red. We got Guy Gardner, the other weird-looking Green Lantern guy, I can't remember. Blue and Gold, Booster and Beetle, Martian Manhunter, Batman, Captain Atom, and Black Canary. So one of these, is there, how many? Is there 10 here? Maybe 12. It looks like there's 12 here. One of these 12 was trying to kill Lex Luthor, and incidentally, they're gonna be killing Christopher Chance. And I'm like, that's great. So we just get, again, like the title sequence at the end of the book, where it's just like, DC Comics presents The Human Target, Chapter 1, written by these guys. And man, oh man, I just think this was fantastic, right down to every single part of the book. The coloring is fantastic, the lettering is fantastic. I will champion Greg Smallwood till I'm dead, because his work is just so great, and this is right up the alley for Tom King, where it's like, do a weird, creepy, sexy whodunit, where it's just bright colors and weird, just James Bond homages. It's perfectly him. Right down to the inner monologue of like this gumshoe type, where it's like, I lie on the bed, I open the drawer, I write down the words, I listen, I swear to God, I don't hear anything, but I listen for everything. And then, hell yeah, we got our whodunit, we got our prime suspects, we got our target. Who of these people would want to kill Lex Luthor? It's really cool to see, and I'm super, super jazzed to see what's coming down the pipeline in this book. This is a great way to start this run. I think it's fantastic. I think it's very strong. Just me talking about it does not do the way this book feels or flows justice, because it is so gorgeous in every aspect of the word. And if Christopher Chance is not your favorite character, he's going to be, by the end of this book, you're just going to be like, this is a character that fits perfectly in the DC universe, and only Tom King would be like, nah, I got this, man. Let me do it. Because, of course, it's Tom King. He's going to take the weird ones and make them special. I adore this. Buy it. Buy a physical copy of this because I cannot imagine. I read it digitally right now. I have a physical copy on the way. I cannot imagine how this is going to look in person. Like, it just looks fantastic. So, The Human Target, issue number 1. I am going to give a 9 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.